Esoteric Ebb. What is this about all these developers or people wanting everyone to join their Discord? I guess that's just a. I guess I can understand that they want to communicate, but like if you're selling a game on Steam, wouldn't you just communicate on using the Steam forum or something? Everyone wants to be on Discord. I mean, I barely use Discord, so. When I play Ebb, I use text 24, but I suggest picking whatever is most comfortable to you. Seems like 24 is pretty good size. Which font should I use? Averia Serif is the recommended font. You can cycle through the fonts in-game by pressing N or M on the keyboard or pressing left, right stick on the gamepad. Okay. Number 4. You can't even select any of these. Okay. UI size normal, quality, high quality shadows. So that's it, just the shadow quality is the difference. Super ultra wide, VSync. You know, every single time I try to do like an actual super ultra wide capture, you know, because I go back and forth, but I think I'm just gonna stick with this now. It's because where I put the camera, usually it always blocks something, you know. That's why, like, even with standard ratio, like 16:9, I just split my camera with the game instead of, you know, taking any space within the game, you know, with my camera. So so I think maybe this is the way to do it. Okay, what is this? Lore. Every shepherd knows the song. It bellows up the river. Earth lives in the sliver of land. Torna's lament, folk prayer. Strength measures your natural bodily prowess alongside a testosterone-fueled mindset. As a man, it is only proper for you to hone your figure. And oh, you can see where it's cut off here. I see in the forums the developer said that he plays the game in ultra wide. I have a super ultra wide display, and seems like no, there's some issues already. But he claimed that you can just play this at any ratio because he didn't put any limit on the framing or whatever. But on 4:3 ratio, he says that some things get cut off. But yeah. If super ultra wide, it's just like if there's a lot of visual issues, I'll switch to just ultra wide. So this is about man having testosterone. The search for meaning is as vital as the struggle towards competency. Luckily, you already know your cause: to protect the innocent, to lead the weak, to sacrifice until nothing but your bones hit the pavement, to literally die. Become a zealot, regain your mission, honor, set out on your divine mission. The cleric's unique take on strength. Okay. Ooh. Oh, no. I just want to see the description. Okay, dexterity. This is very reminiscent to that other game that I haven't really played in terms of the art style and presentation. Also a role-playing game. It is imperative to simply explain to these people that they have the right to choose. Belief in oneself is just wealth is built from within. Mariodoc, Moonwatch, Sights Beyond Reeds. Dexterity measures natural reactivity, balance, and poise, the haste with which you express a witty remark or notice a nervous glance, and of course your ability to gracefully avoid the consequences of your actions. It's all about risk versus reward. Is it that feeling of self-preservation when everything falls apart around you, to grab as much as you can while the grabbing's good, to progress towards a new future full of freedom, so those who look out for themselves can prosper and survive? I promise you, no one else will. I like how they always say the cleric's unique take on dexterity is not to say that this is what the developer feels. Always listen to your hungry stomach. The hedonist, the blind manifesto. Oh, what is his uses? Oh, I see. Well, you have a general idea of what these things are. I guess I can read them a little bit. Constitution measures natural stamina, both mental and physical. It's how much you can take before going down. The world is harsh and unforgiving. It will beat you to a pulp with words and sticks. So listen to your gut, the instinct that kicks in when you're standing at the pit. It is the voice that speaks nothing but bodily truth. Every choice you make, every emotion you accumulate can be traced back to your lower half of that stomach of yours. Follow it, retain the mortality of fleshy logic. Simple, easy, truthful. A glorious design. Let those who learn lead, those merit of ability and nothing else. What failures prax, autobiography prax. Intelligence measures your ability to recall, store, and process information. Is it your logical receptacle and calculator? Is it only proper for you to hone this pulsating mass within your skull? But why? Simple, pure, unadulterated ego. Knowledge rules the world. So too shall you one day lead them weak. Bring your genius to the masses. You did not bow, they do not deserve you. You know everything about the past, therefore it's only rational you will truly know the future as well. Enlighten the ignorant masses. The large crumble upon their heavy forms, the mystical falter at the crucial point, the small rise to the occasion. Half-Wheat's poem. Wisdom measures your awareness, intuition, and ability to understand the world around you, to feel it. You may not know why, but meeting gaze of another grants you the empathic bond with her wants and fears, her dreams and hopes. You can read people for good or bad, and pick up details others would pass by. It is your belief in the heart of all folk to give and share what you have, and be completely and utterly selfless. It is the only true road to redemption. Gods only know how hard you try. How many points do we have? Oh, just 2 proficiencies? Wow. Those who believe in democracy have a wonderful view of folk. They think them capable of making rational and informed decisions, devoid of personal bias and emotional contact. It is, frankly, inspiring. Nicholas Darrow, Memoirs of a Statesman. Charisma measures your eloquence, confidence, and ability to navigate social situation of any kind. In short, it is the force of your unkempt personality, but they don't need to know that. Smooth talk your way into a position of your liking. You can be affiliated with any known faction or thought. Reality is molded around your will. Like a chameleon, become a social operator. Become anything you need to make everyone finally love you. But do you want to be loved by people? I don't know. Has no soul. High charisma has no soul. Can actually flirt with some baddies. Or socialize as a child. I put that in there so that people like me say no to this, even though I usually go with charisma. Wait, there's also Oh, well, we have a bunch at the top that we can assign. Okay. So, and proficiency, what is that? What is proficiency all about, though? Your political party polled 2% last week. You don't care. Pain is good for you. I think I think there's a sense that the writing here is just trying too hard, which is a little troubling to me. But I'll keep going and see where this leads. So I usually go for charisma. So let's and then proficiency adds 2, I guess. So we'll go 15 charisma, intelligence and wisdom, constitution. I think is always important. At least have okay on these other things, and then we can customize. So maybe strength. I mean, he's a cleric. He needs strength, I guess. Dexterity. Okay, picking locks and shit like that. Are we gonna have companions to help us become rich as Republican revolutionary? Okay. So definitely less on Dex. Maybe proficient in charisma and constitution. And then the rest of these we're gonna put under. He's a cleric, so he needs, I think, constitution, maybe intelligence, or strength. I'll go strength. This is good enough. Background focus, but this is punching bag. Troll killer, what? Oh, plus, oh, different things here. Okay, punching bag, you're a farmer's son who grew up in the city. Of course, you'd be an outcast. It took time, but eventually figured out how to cope with it. Dead cleric, growing up alone, getting into trouble, training with the Uzgrad, devoting your life and becoming a cleric. Was it always supposed to end in the river? Oops. Troll killer, you don't remember it, but you know well how your father died. Sometimes it motivated you, sometimes it felt impossible to live up to. Kiosk kid. What? Your mom wasn't around a lot, so to keep you out of trouble, she forced you to get a post-school job. You still despise the smell of newspaper. Lore enthusiast, spending time alone in the city, you often ended up in the Darrowian library. The strange history of George's realm was a constant companion to you. In the wrong crowd, you quickly picked up on the slang and radical terminology, doing anything to get real friends. Little weirdo, you were a novelty to them, the boy who would do or say anything for their attention, for their approval. After 2 or so years, you got quite good at it. A little weirdo? Aeschylus activist. Your friends soon introduced you to the rebellious belly of Norvik. As a teenager, you spent years spreading chaos and worse, dwarf propaganda. Local rally stopped by fascist landlord. Uthgard recruitment. After your arrest, there wasn't much arguing about it. 3 grueling years in training. Drill on the city code and virtues, but you survived. You really ever only prayed for that one thing during those lonely years, but the gods did not answer, so you learned to manage as always. This is a lot. Your knack for scribing got you a promotion to the clerical duties. Picked out of the ranks, you quickly showed deep devotion to your divine city. Tower Apprentice. Joining the towers is an honor bestowed upon few. It is also a terrible challenge, even for you. Who'd have thought lectures were so draining? Arcane Prodigy. For the first time in your life, you were a natural. You've always known a few cantrips, but real magic was something else. It was power. As a rising talent, you often found yourself in the midst of politicking of superiors. Despite your best efforts, it never ended well for you. There's something wrong, praying to a dead god whose whispers linger in the air, slowly fading. You're isolated among your peers. You spent most nights seeking esoterical insight, a lonely life. You're finding unwanted by those in charge, yet you did not stop, never. Disillusionment, a city with ideals not upheld. One day you choose a side, the emerging democracy. You wrote day and night for change and glory. Abject apostate. No one likes you. When you were demoted for dereliction, no one spoke up against it. But it's fine. You'll be fine. After all, you're used to it. Okay, so we're back here. Constitution and charisma. We'll just look at the stats right now. Charisma and intelligence. Nothing plus dex still, so that's pretty good. Intelligence and constitution, maybe. We'll go punching bag. Okay, let's go. I don't have a lot of time here, so 5 days until the first ever election. So this is like an explosion erupts at this Harry city. No one wants to deal with it, so they send you. So a cleric doing slow cleric lost in the hustle, albeit one with incredible conversational skills. Complete your quest in any order. Don't be afraid to make interesting choices, and remember to always play the winning side. The campaign will take you from level 1 to 6. We'll play for about 5 to 8 sessions. It's been a journey to put this together. I hope you have a good time, Chris. And only 8 decks? Don't try to steal anything, okay? Speak with Dead. Dead level necromancy. Casting time 1 action. Duration 10 minutes. You grant the resemblance of life and intelligence to a corpse of your choice within range, allowing it to answer the questions you pose. The corpse must still have a mouth and can't be undead. The spell fails if the corpse was the target of the spell within the last 10 days. Until the spell ends, you can ask the corpse up to 5 questions. The corpse knows only what it knew in life, including the languages it knew. Answers are usually brief, cryptic, or repetitive, and the corpse is under no compulsion to offer a truthful answer if you're hostile to it or recognizes you as an enemy. The spell doesn't return the creature's soul to its body, only its animating spirit. Thus the corpse can't learn new information, doesn't comprehend anything that has happened since it died, and can't speculate about future events. So this is a cleric in the middle of some kind of political turmoil. Is that what the situation is? I don't have a lot of information about this game. It's just, I thought it looks interesting. Am I supposed to click something? Jor. Truth and nothing else, the voice declares. What is your name? Ragn. Your name is Ragnan. Ragan? This must be, what is this developer's Swedish? So this is a Swedish name? Fine, Ragn. I don't know. Ragan. Correct. You can change the name probably, but alright. You answer another question from the darkness. What is your occupation? What is this, an interrogation? You are dead. Dead? How can you be dead? You're thinking, aren't you? Dead does not mean gone. What? Are you a fucking poet? When it goes straight into like cussing, the elegance is gone. Look around. What's an occupation? Look around. It's more than darkness. It's nothing all around you. What's an occupation in this context? Didn't you have a job, something really important? Your class. Class, when am I? Lower class. Not sure any answer is good here. Just go with whatever works in the moment. I'm not full at everything. Probably shouldn't say that out loud. Putting yourself down is not a great way to get people to love you, unless you're very manipulative about it. It takes a while before the next question is posed. What is your current goal? We need to find out who blew up the tea shop. The goblin chieftain, she needs you. The tea shop exploded? Yes. I don't have any strong opinions on tea shops. In fact, I never think of them at all. Do not lie to yourself. You may ruminate further on tea shops at a later date. There is a question to be answered. Your goal is... Why all these questions? This fellow wants something. No idea what, though. You should probably lie. Tell him you're collecting taxes or something. That'd be fun. I'm a tithe collector. Yeah, that should scare him. No reply, no feedback. Then the voice asks, what is your political affiliation? The question strikes your entire consciousness, sending it spinning. This is a setup. It has to be. The National Party of Norvik, of course. Is this the Asgulus? They are decent, possibly. The Free Striders, maybe? Then again, you're no revolutionary. Things just move way too fast these days. Elections are exhausting. None of them actually sounds... I don't know what they are. I guess the freeze... I don't know any of these words. Don't worry, it doesn't matter. Just say whatever you think will be the most useful to you. And I think you know exactly what it is. Free Strider? This is going off the rails. Might as well hang on. Something just popped up. I didn't know what it was. The voice is fading. This is the end. The final question. How did you die? Following your convictions. Drowning in the river. Stay silent until the darkness ends. I don't know how I died. Oh, so that spell was used on me, and I answered 5 questions. Is that what it is? Raw Fury has been publishing a lot of these interesting, weird games. Oh, see, yeah, it's like, is this what the developer was talking about when you play using weird screen ratios? Sometimes, you know, the texts are gonna bump on top of each other. Oh, gonna overlay on top of each other. Am I supposed to click on that? Uh-oh. That doesn't fit like inside the screen. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be worried about that or not, because I don't want to miss out on stuff, you know. Hopefully this is not going to ruin my experience, but like I said, I can always reduce. The developer plays this in ultra wide, so like I said, this is super ultra wide, so it's untested. Yeah, you're in the morgue. Okay. Day 1, March 22nd, 27 PE. Fresh start. Your body aches. It's stiff as you slept 4 days. Ready for your glorious quest to continue. Look around me. A circular stone chamber, storage for apples and corpses. Those piles of apples, is this Tolstad? Oh, I can click on these. Tolstad is a sprawling island fortress and one of 5 districts in the city. It sits in the middle of River Torna, home of Jor's Pillar, a sprawling tunnel network, and Water Lane, the greatest trade hub in Escani. You are in Tolstad right now. River Torna, the second longest undocumented river along the coast, splitting the band of Escanis in half. The coast, also known as Jar's Realm, it is a strip of land divided into 8 bands. The further inland you go, the closer you get to the infinite wastes. It is theorized to be a ring or half sphere due to the bend of the horizon. Band, an esoteric divide, splits the circular coast of Jor into 8 geographical areas, commonly known as bands. Each band has unique esoteric and natural traits and stretches from the coast to the infinite wastes. Esoteric, the magic of Jor and his strings. The coast is infused with it. Jor, the name of our realm, also the name of the legendary wizard who created it. He died during the closing at the end of the Gate era. Wizard, a book-learned arcane spellcaster, typically plays zhong strings by memorizing and executing esoteric rituals or chants. Zhong string, the ley lines of esoteric power that holds the realm together. Okay. Check my stuff. What stuff? Your hand darts around your pouch and uniform. Panic, sweat. No spellbook, no mace. Face it, you've been robbed. Your legs shake. Tears begin to form. Deep breath. Your belongings are surely here somewhere. Wait, what is it about this? A quest? +1 HP? Oh, yes, a quest. Quest, a task performed by a heroic individual and or professional adventurer. You're on a quest to save the city. Earth be blessed. Your God. Do I remember anything? Yes, everything is off, but your memory is intact. Your quest was given yesterday. Remember the tea shop? Yeah, the tea shop that blew up. It'll be a tough one. It might take days. Just a job. So I've done this before. You haven't really. Your previous experience lies more in basic Earthguard military service as well as a few years at the towers. Earthguard, the heroes of Norvik, keepers of city laws, defenders of humanity, your brothers. Norvik, your home city, founded by your god towards the end of the Coast War. It is built upon several layers of ancient ruins. Coast War, the Great War, conflict between anarchists of reeds as well as every other nation connected with them across the coast. A horrible waste of human lives, which claimed millions of lives. There was no honor in this fighting. That you know. Reeds, one of the 8 bands along the coast. It is a temperate land of lowlands and many lakes, commonly seen as the homeland of humans. Large portions are still cursed, holding entire undead cities, eternally burning valleys and floating mountains. Human, tall and beautiful like yourself, known as the pest of the coast by those who are less inclined to reproduce like rabbits. Rogue sorcery was not your main subject, but yes, you've read a lot about these types of fiery events. They're not too common these days. However, this incident does not appear overly complex. Can I... A quest? I like those. Good attitude. There's always more around the corner, so look out. Don't want to miss any. Wait, how much time do I have? Until the election, which is in 5 days. What's with like the duh? I guess this game is kind of jokey because I should have known that from some of the screenshots and stuff, like character design. The Patriarch was very clear. Handle the tea shop before election day. Patriarch, a top clerical rank in Norvik. Different from Lord Patriarch, which is the traditional administrative leader of the city. Only about a dozen men currently hold the rank. They manage a section of clerics each at the towers. Cleric, a servant of God, deeply devoted and spiritually connected, typically a divine spellcaster given power through their deity. You must honor this request and complete this quest. Time only advances when you make new choices in dialogues. So to be clear, I need to figure out who blew up some random tea shop? More or less. But you got like 5 days to do so no stress. Can I think about this first? Time is limited. It's just a lot to... You feel dizzy? I'm about ready to die. The weight of the Urguard uniform, a dull pain takes hold. Your body aches, its contents rotting. You must consume an apple now. There are many apples here and corpses. If your stats are high enough or low enough, chimes will appear in your mind. They will suggest, inform, and offer unique paths. Trust them at your own risk. I'm so very confused. That's usually the case. One step at a time. Get going. Okay. Oh! WASD. Oh, you can also do... click here. Ooh, corpses. There's some kind of altar. Trifle. Behold. A vase of leaves. Smells lovely. Let's trifle with it. Incense. Okay. Interesting. This isn't yours, is it? Oh. The cloak is sprawl upon the iron slab. As you grab it, you immediately feel the dampness spreading into your gloves. It is light blue and tattered, and it was once yours. An Earth Guard cloak add-on. It has been ripped to shreds at the base, but you can still use it. Please don't. This thing is disgusting. Wring out the water. The filthy liquid falls to the floor of the stony chamber. It's still quite wet. Weight in my hand. It is heavy. Should I wear this? No. I'm not a rogue. But I'm not a rogue. Sorry, the word I'm not a rogue is not a common vocabulary, actually. Please rephrase. That's not one word, though. So pedantic. So unrefined. Shut up. You reach for your fancy red pouch holding. The cloak easily slips inside into the extra-dimensional space with a satisfying slurp. I really love my pouch of holding. Yes, you're so very lucky. These are like 1 million crowns on the market. The Norwegian crown, main coinage in Norvik. Norwegian crown, the official currency of Norvik, suffered heavy inflation during the years of Earth's passing. A meal is somewhere between 5 to 20 crowns. A cheap month's rent is 100 crowns. A spell book is 50 crowns. Average salary outside the city is up to 300. Average salary inside the city is up to 500. Earth passing. The day of your god died. Norvik used to celebrate this with fervor when you were little. So many fanatics believed he would return if they hosted a truly legendary feast. Earth passing, drink and feasting with family and friends, mostly used to ignore the darkness of winter outside. You know, people do believe in religion and shit, unfortunately. This kind of magic item can go upwards to 10,000 crowns. Of course, you don't truly own this pouch of holding. It is a property of the state, treated as such. Equipping some items alters your ability scores. Right. Okay. Alright, what time is it? I think I have to go. Yeah, I have 8 minutes. So I'm going to stop here. There's a lot of reading in this game. There's going to be a lot of reading. It's one of those games, looks like. Interesting though. I mean, so far the UI is holding, except for that title screen where it's cut off at the bottom and the top. I can see how... No, well, yeah, I guess... Yeah, maybe it's supposed to be like that. Who knows? But looks fine to me. But yeah, interesting game. Oh. Oh, there's an autosave. Override it.